Sometimes we try so hard to improve our lives that we kind of lose sight of just how much progress we've actually made. So I was kind of surprised a few minutes ago because I realized for 3 to 5 years at least I've been trying to get all my creative projects aligned and I couldn't seem to do anything. Or at least that's the story I was telling myself because actually I wrote tons of songs, I did a lot of stuff, but the story I was telling myself was that I need to wake up early in the morning. And for the life of me, I couldn't do it. I tried so hard to wake up. That early for me is 8 to 9 a.m. So I would wake up at 11, 12, 1 in the afternoon, would feel awful. And it's very hard to get anything done. Business or art, whatever. When you wake up in the afternoon, your day, at least for me, it takes on this. Yeah, it's just the momentum is completely different. So even though I like to, I like to sleep in and to go to bed late, I have found that getting up early works better. But it was so hard, and I couldn't do it. And I had all these creative projects, and I thought, okay, I need to wake up early so that way I can organize my day to do everything I need to do. So writing and all of that. So what did I notice? Well, I woke up at 8:30, I think, this morning. And for the last few days, I've been getting up around 8 or 9. So for me, that is very good. Still in the productive range. Like ideally, the most productive days are when I wake up at 6. But one day at a time. The fact is, 8 or 9 for me is very good. And what's all the other things I've been doing? So in the last week, I posted, and I'm saying this not to brag, but to say that, okay, this is a guy who couldn't get anything done, seemingly, for years. Okay, so this is you. Okay, this is not about me, this is about you. Okay. So in the last week, I posted 15, I think it's more than 15 actually, but at least 15 videos on YouTube, videos like this one. I launched my fifth channel. Actually, in the last couple of weeks, I launched a fourth channel, which is this one, and a fifth channel, which is called just channel number 5. It's about documenting the fact that I have 5 YouTube channels and how do I manage that and documenting the growth or lack thereof of all these channels. Hopefully the growth, eventually the monetization of all these channels. So yeah, I launched a fifth YouTube channel. So just to give you an idea, that's going pretty well. I dusted off my novel. I've written 30,000 words of a fantasy novel. So I haven't touched it since September. And a couple of days ago, I got it out of the digital mothballs. And because I'm hoping that I can finish it in the coming month. So that's quite a challenge, right? Which I will document on this channel, whichever way that goes. But so I did write the 30,000 words of the novel, and I strategically put it on my computer and open it and made a few changes just to get the ball rolling again. I had a 2-hour meeting last night about a music video for one of my songs with a very cool guy. So it's shaping up to be quite a cool project. I'd been meaning to get back to movie directing, short movie, and eventually feature directing for a few years because I enjoy it so much. And so that just fell on my lap. Right? Yeah, I'm working on my coaching program that's shaping up nicely. And and as I mentioned, I woke up at 8:30. So how did I get that? So essentially what I noticed earlier is that I had achieved the goal of waking up early and doing all these things, and I'm not doing everything I want to do. I still need to clean up my my daily schedule in many ways, but for the me of a year or two ago, that's very impressive. So the mistake I was making was that I was trying to fix the waking up part early, the waking early part, which was the hardest part. Okay, because actually I said 3 to 5 years, but it's more than that. So I've always, like, almost until since high school, I've been struggling with that. So waking up early, waking up late, and there's a variety of reasons for that. But I had put it in my head that there was no way for me to have all these creative activities without getting up early, and that's kind of true. But what I hadn't foreseen was that I could get there the easy way, and the easy way is by focusing on what was easier for me and building on that to build momentum. Which is ultimately what I did, because a few months ago, or I just, okay, I can't wake up early right now. I'm waking up at 12 or something like that. Feel terrible, but it is what it is. So okay. And it was probably the YouTube videos, I think. And it was probably doing more YouTube videos, which is funny because I've been, as I said, I posted 15 vids. And I did wonder how wise that was. I wanted to do it. Okay, I had the intuition to do it, but and I've kind of learned over the years to recognize those intuitions and to listen to them. But the fact is that I was wondering how much a good idea it was to have 5 YouTube channels, especially since this one and the other one don't have many subs, don't have many viewers. Though those who are watching, I love you all. I appreciate it very much. And those who did subscribe, I did get a few. Yeah, it means a lot. It truly means a lot. And yeah, but the fact is that, my feeling is that those channels, like the other ones, will grow momentum and eventually, and will be certainly will be worth it in many ways, including financially. If you have 5 monetized channels, well, even if each channel brings you $500 a month, well, times 5, that's $2,500 a month. That's pretty good. It's not, as they say, it's not life-changing money, but when you have zero, it is life-changing money, right? And $500 a month is pretty easy to achieve, actually. And the fact is that doing all these projects kind of allowed me to self-discipline myself, because it's a lot easier to make 5 videos a week than it is to make 1 video a week, in some ways. Okay, so doing 1 video, like for a year, I was doing 1 video every Monday. Okay, for a year I did that. And eventually you pick up a streak and you don't want to lose it, and that's very powerful. That helps a lot, that you're this self-built locomotive, right? But eventually I did lose kind of my streak, and it took me a while to get back on it because things happened. And but the fact is that now that I post so many videos, once I started posting maybe 3 or 5 videos on a couple of channels, I did notice that by necessity I was structuring my days. I mean, I needed to find a way to do it. Okay, and so it just fell into place. Yeah. And what does that mean, it just fell into place? It means that I could use the slight momentum of having just achieved something, which is film the video, edit it, put it online, title, thumbnail, but make 1 video. So that gives you a little sense of momentum and achievement, right? And the whole thing, the whole creative process, or just changing your life process, is just building on those little momentums. And it's kind of like the famous hockey stick. Eventually at first it's uncomfortable and it's unpleasant and you feel like you're walking in mud, but yeah, it kind of stacks up. And yeah, once I got to about 3 or 5 videos, and I'm basically filming 2-3 videos every day presently, right now. It gets a lot easier, and I also need to manage my energy, so I'm making these videos simpler, and I'm trying to make them shorter. And I do tend to ramble on, as you might have noticed. But so, and all that's also useful, massively useful in building your creative practice, because I'm actually learning craft. I'm actually learning how to, for instance, speak better and structure my thoughts better and videos better. And now I don't do as much planning as I used to, but I did spend a lot of time to writing scripts or bullet points, or figuring out how to structure my videos in a more efficient way. So all these things add up and stack up and help you build momentum. And the crucial thing is that, again, okay, you build something that gives you a little push forward, and you use that to do the next thing. And always achievable things. You reach the impossible, what appears impossible, through a series of quite achievable and possible things, right? That's what I did. And what did I notice this morning? I did all these things. I woke up exactly, I woke up, for me, like very early, and my day is kind of, I have 2 meetings today, another production meeting, anyway, I have lots of projects. Things are shaking up really nicely. And in a way, it kind of all started with making what seemed at the time kind of insignificant, videos and wastes of time, but they're not. They help build the momentum. So if you want to switch your life, that's how you do it. If you don't know how to get from your life, a dreary existence, what feels like it, the life you don't want, to the life you do want, that's how you do it. If you want to help support the channel, links in the description, and create your masterpieces. The world needs it. See you soon.